these roadways, but it looks like it disappeared somehow. Man. Dealing with this many, what's the term? This many two-tile networks so close together is really makes things pretty laggy. It's annoying. Why is this lagging? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna demolish everything up there because I'm kind of sick of the lag. I just want this to work right the first time. So, well, first actually, I want to build that extra starter piece, right? Yeah, right here. So let's build that. The flex height transition. And that is just not going to work. Maybe it'll be better if I build it from the outside in. Nope, same deal. What the fuck? Well, yeah, why is this not working? Wow, so slow. You know what, in a moment, if I don't figure this out, I'm just going to pause the recording again until I do, because this is, I mean, this is really trial and error at its most error-filled. Yeah, you know what? Screw this, I'll do that. Alright, so here I am back again, and in the end I was able to make the overpasses work. It just took a couple more starter pieces and a lot of clicking. But now it's all pretty stable, at least if I don't mess with it anymore. So I'll get on to the last part of this project for today, which is to fix up this ramp on up here. And I'm probably going to be trying to move this around a bit, because it looks, I mean, I'm not sure, but it looks like I just might be able to get an extra couple tiles in there, and if I can, I can use fractional angle ramp up here, which is what I want to do. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Alright, so let me just demolish some of this stuff real quick. And so what I'm looking for, I've already said the name a million times in this video, is the 8S type F1 ramp. And man, this is really looking quite derp already. See, that looks like it should work, so I'll just leave it as it is. Alright, 8S type F1. Yep, there it is. So, Yeah, so basically my idea was I'll try to use that MIS transition. And, ooh, already it's looking a bit dire. You know what, I don't think that the type F1 ramp is necessarily the best way to go here, but thankfully it's not my only option today either, so I believe the other one I want is called type C2. Yes, that's it right there. And hopefully this should play a little bit more friendly. Let's just give it a go. So where's FARHW? Really should have tried this one first, when I think about it. Really no downside to using this type, and there's a few upsides too, so. Alright. Now it looks like I might just be able to fit this with not even a single tile to spare, and that would be quite something, wouldn't you agree? Ah! I knew something was going to happen. Oh well. I mean, seriously, like, do we really have to demolish 80% of the entire interchange just to demolish that one smooth curve? Oh well. Just means more stuff that you're going to have to watch me do. So where's the 8S type E1? There we go. Jeez, if this is broken, I'm going to be pretty disappointed. Oh, whew, easy fix. So did I already demolish that? Well, looks like I did. I'll just demolish it again. Alright. Ramps. So this should just, like, fit right here, right? Yeah. That works. Beautiful. And only demolish that once. So I do have a bit of a sinking feeling that I'm going to have to do all that at least one more time. But for now, it should not be a big issue, right? And I probably have enough space to give myself plenty of room on the flex height transition here. I don't know. It's worth a shot though. If that doesn't work, I can always do some demolitions. Alright, so I needed to build this first, and is that right? Yes, it is. Excellent. Now let's see if I can fit that nice fractional angle ramp in without any hitches. Okay, it's looking promising. You know what? I bet I could if I am just a bit more picky on that height transition and being careful demolishing there. Excellent. Yeah, this is going to be a real tight fit here, but if it all works, it'll all be nice. Okay, I think we got it. Alright, so let's go to FARHW and get this out of the way first. Beautiful. That was very easy. Now, oh man. If I have an override problem on the main line, and that's the only thing that stops this all from working, I'm gonna flip a shit. But it doesn't look like that's the case, not today. Oh man, isn't that lovely? Alright, so let's get the final filler piece in place. Whoop. Bang. Bada boom. Wow. So glad that this worked. So, one thing I could try is to connect this on up and see if the override will carry through as I want it to. And it looks promising. Excellent, it worked perfectly. Now this should be a very easy fix. Yeah. Yep, I almost got it. Whoops, didn't want to click there. I had this a moment ago. There we go, there we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is almost it for the interchange update. There's just one more little thing I want to do, and that's to place down some cosmetic pieces. Now, cosmetic pieces, I didn't use any of them back when I built the city, but nowadays I do like to use them where I can. And I think that they'll look particularly good on this interchange because it has lots of little situations that they're really built for. So let's get to our 8S pieces and get lane reduction marking, because I'm going to have to use that in several places. Yeah, just like this. Is that what I want though? Oh yeah, of course it is. So I'll have one there and another one in quick succession, just to drive home the urgency that people should be changing lanes with over there. And where else could I use something like that? I know there've got to be some places. Just looking through. Oh yeah, over here you can see I wasn't able to get a merge lane, but I did put a couple of different caution signs just warning people about the unorthodox traffic situation there. So hopefully you guys like that. Yeah, well, oh, here it is. I knew there was at least one more place where I should be using these things. So I'll put, how about one error back here before the bridge? Not one error, although it did cause an error to place it. And another arrow right there. And see how far frantically clicking will get us to... Ah, come on. Am I really going to have to rebuild this? You know what, I'm not going to waste you guys' time. I'll do it as I pause the recording. Wow, you wouldn't believe it. It took forever to fix those overpasses. Almost as bad as the first time building them. And I forgot to fix that up right there. But I got it now. So, yeah, that's pretty good. What I'm going to do really quick though is actually save before I go placing any more cosmetic pieces that might screw something up. Alright, save accomplished. So now let's go back down to those 2 tile CPs. And there's the 8S lane reduction arrow. Alright, there it is. So I just got a starter piece right there. So I should be able to place one of these on top of it, and sure enough, that works nicely. So over here, this might look like a problem, but it should be a quick fix if I click right there. Or there. What about, yeah, like that. Beautiful. And I think we only need 2 arrows per lane like this, especially because this one is a bit shorter. Okay, so that's it for the simple outside lane reduction arrows. Now let's go down and let's find the ones to use in a spot like this, because there are a few of those spots around here. Not going to be able to place one before this bridge, which is a bit unfortunate. Presumably overhead signage would be used in that situation anyway. So okay, what am I looking for? I want kind of hard to see what's on the cosmetic piece. Alright, not that. Not that. Block markings, lane reduction arrow. No, not quite. Exit arrow. Yes. So I'm gonna want a few of these arrows. Presumably one around there and one around... No, why not right there? Let's have it all close to where it's most relevant. Same goes over on this side of things. Beautiful. Where else would this kind of thing be important? How about over here? Because that lane is disappearing. Yeah, and over here, I probably want to use a cosmetic transition. So I'm actually going to plop that really quick. Yep. 8S. It's not working. Maybe if I get rid of these starter pieces. Oh, it's because I need the 10S transition, huh? Okay, I can do that. Not really thinking straight for a minute there. So let's drag it on through, and maybe I can see if I can fix there's other spots where I was creating new problems. Okay, looks like I'm going to need a new starter piece over on this side. That's doable. So let's try to place it right up against the overpass. And does that look right? That looks right to me. Oh, please. Is it really going to be like that? No, no, of course not. It's a little bit friendlier than that. So, let's get back to the 2 tile cosmetic pieces. Place that one arrow I got rid of. And, oof. You know what? This doesn't really work. Let me check if there's a better cosmetic transition for that. So 10S block markings, yeah. That's a left lane reduction. Is there any that has the markings for 2 lanes? Oh, you know what? I was just zooming right over it because I couldn't really see in the preview because of where that speech bubble is. And yeah, it has to go right there. Okay. Excellent. This is going pretty well. So 2 tile cosmetic pieces. Let's get back to the 8S exit lane. Alright. Put one right there. And that should honestly... Yeah, I think that should be good like that. Just checking if there's anywhere else where I'm going to be wanting to use these pieces. And I'm not really seeing the most opportune spot right away. So I'm going to just go ahead and place in some blank tiles for the 8S markings. Alright. Yeah, that's nice and smooth. But you know what, I'm actually going to end up demolishing it one more time just because somehow the slopes got screwed up over there and I want to fix them. Yeah, that looks much better. And there's still a very uneven tile right here. What can I do though? Yeah, it's honestly like it's a little bit bumpy and drivers would notice, but you know, you see worse things in real life, right? So 8S, alright, yeah, let's replace these two, and then go on in and put in the blank ones. Alright, that's right. Now, let's get them all on this side too. You know what? I think I may be able to make this whole thing a fair bit more stable if I just place a starter piece right now. Whoops. Hard to find this stuff. Okay, so that appears to be functional. Now let's go back to the 2 tile cosmetic pieces, get the blank block markings. Alright. Now hopefully not being able to click on that tile shouldn't cause a new issue, because I can imagine how it could. I think this will work. It looks very close to working. Maybe if I click something on up here. I am not seeing it. Okay, it's close. You know, I would honestly be happy to not even do the rest of these cosmetic pieces if I can just get this overpass to work, because I really don't want to tempt fate with breaking them both. So I had this a lot more functional a minute ago. Well, seems like part of the problem is that the override is having trouble holding for the overpass itself. But yeah, this is really being a problem here. So you know what I'm going to go ahead and do is just get rid of a bunch of these cosmetic pieces. And ooh, looks like this is disconnected. And I'll just place 2 tiles of cosmetic piece instead of 3, because it looks like that will work just a little bit better. Alright, so let's go find it. The blank block markings. And yeah, 2 tiles right there. And I can also afford to put some tiles here, I'm sure. Alright, yeah, that's not going to work though. So forget that. Scrap that. Ah, come on. Why do we have to worry about all this basic stuff all the time? Okay. Well, it looks like that's working there. So I had this just a moment ago. If I click in the right order on the right tiles, it will work. I know that much. Either that or I'll spend a million simoleons in 20 simoleon increments. Got this, come on. Ugh. So it's going to be one tile or the other, huh? There's got to be some way to do this. I mean, please. Oh man, I'm tempted to cut this, but I really want you guys to understand just how ridiculous this is. Because it'd be hard to believe otherwise. I wonder if I could make things a little better by demolishing that one tile. And it's going to cause problems to do that, of course. And then placing a starter piece over the opposite roadway. Yeah, it just might work. Although I'm definitely not holding my breath right now. Okay, wow, this is looking a little different from before, so I do have high hopes right now. Oh man, finally, got it. Wow, that took a long time. And got both sides at that. So yeah, I was really hoping for some more opportunity to use cosmetic pieces here, but I guess not today. Yeah, well, such is life, isn't it? Instead, I guess I'll use some other kind of alternative signage, if I can. So, where else do I obviously need some cosmetic pieces? You know what? Nowhere in... Well, I guess I could use some leading up to here. It does seem like the sort of spot where they'd be most appropriate. So I'd probably want to do a bit of a solid line thing. Just to keep it realistic. Not dashed solid line. I want an actual solid line. It's got to be around here somewhere, right? Nope. Straight from 6S to this. Yeah, they don't have solid lines for 8S. That is really kind of a very strange design decision. I think whoever designed these cosmetic pieces must have been living in Australia or Europe or something weird like that, because they definitely do not correspond to any real-life schematic of highway markings that I know. So I guess I could just stick that right there. And fill in the empty tiles. And just a short little lane right there so that people know what they're doing. And then over here, I want to use my 10S pieces. So scroll on through and should be pretty close, shouldn't it? Yeah, and like the through arrows on, or the forward arrows on the through lanes, that just looks so weird to me. I've never seen anything like that in real life. So I can stick one of those there. And can I be ambitious and put one there too? Yep. So let's stick the blank markings in the middle. And that is exactly how a lane like that should look, if you ask me. It's splendid, isn't it? Well, yeah, that is almost it for the cosmetic pieces. What I could be doing here is maybe... Yeah, I just put a ton of these unmarked pieces until the transition. Let me see if there's anything. I doubt that I would have any lane reduction arrows that would fit right there with the double marked lane, but if there is such a thing, I would definitely want to use it. And yeah, no dice. What a shame. Well, at least I can put that type of lane reduction arrow into place. And maybe another one on up toward there. Yeah, that looks beautiful if you ask me. Oof, looks like I'm going to need another start or two. Oh, not 8S though, I definitely want 10S here. Excellent. So yeah, that gives a little bit of a better hint how it works. You know what, in fact, I bet that I could get a good use out of the double exit lane marking. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, it's not the most elegant solution, but it definitely seems like it'll work. So okay, now maybe I can find a good spot to use some one-tile cosmetic pieces. So I have a couple in mind. But is RHW4 at the end of this menu or something? I think so. It's been a while since I've used it. Whoop. Yeah, that's not how I want it to look. I could do something a little like that, I guess. And another one right there. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good solution. And then, yep, there's no need to do anything like that on the other sides. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that just about covers it. Yep. That is quite the improvement we've made on this interchange in this video, and there's quite a bit of repair work to do with replanting some trees in the center and replacing some of these beautiful sound walls and mayor mode plobbables and other extra stuff like that. But for now, I think it's about time to call it a video. And the next time I'm recording in Legos, what I really would like to do is, oh, hold on a minute. I forgot all about cosmetic pieces right here, so I'll put them in place really quick. Yeah, there are a number of other exit interchanges, much smaller in size, of course, in this city, that I think could really use some attention. So, in order for me to build stuff like acceleration lanes. So the next time I'm recording in this city, I will definitely be working on, well, this interchange doesn't need it quite as much, but it could still really use a merge lane right here. And definitely one in this direction, as much as possible. And, or actually, you know what? Having a reduction to 2 lanes right here isn't the worst thing in the world, because it reduces to 2 lanes pretty soon on the other side of the city tile border anyway, so I might just leave this interchange untouched. But I definitely do want to upgrade this diamond interchange over here, so it will have 3 through lanes and some RHW8 merge lanes. And there is another interchange down over here, which basically looks like all kinds of derp, and I kind of want to completely rebuild it. So that will be probably the biggest project as far as these small projects go. And yeah, that's about it as far as below standards RHW interchanges in this city. There are a couple other spots that I really wish I could do something about, like this on-ramp right here, and also this one up here, but I just don't really think there are any options there without, what's the word, without having to just get rid of the entrances altogether. So those I will probably leave. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this behemoth of playing session, and yeah, hopefully I'll be bringing you the next video from Legos pretty soon. Prospect Bay, I have a feeling that it's on the ups again. I really have a lot of desire to play this region right now, so if you like it, that's great. Expect to see more. See you next time.